शंकर जी की परीक्षा, गुरु की परीक्षा। तो जब बोलने का मेरा सिर्फ आज के दिन में ये है कि मेरे को सबसे प्रेरणा का स्रोत हमारे गुरु जी है। हमारा गुरु जी, उनको देखता हूँ मैं, उनके जीवन को जब मैं देखती हूँ, मैं अपने बारे में कुछ नहीं जानना चाहता, कुछ नहीं बोलना चाहता। तो देखता हूँ उन्होंने किस तरह बड़ा गुरु जी के लिए पूरा जीवन समर्पित किया, सारा जीवन। ये हम लोग सोच के कल्पना भी, हम लोग उनका भावना, उनकी श्रद्धा भक्ति जो बड़े गुरु जी के लिए है, कितना लोग आया चला गया। गुरु जी ने एक ही भाव से, एक ही निरंतर, मैं बड़ा गुरु जी का, हमने हमेशा सुनता है बड़े गुरु जी का आदेश है, इसको पालन करना है। जो उनकी अनन्य श्रद्धा भक्ति, असंभव, ये करना असंभव है। कितना उतार चढ़ाव आश्रम का, जीवन का, गुरु जी का मैंने एक समान ही सब परिस्थिति में, सब भक्त लोग जानते भी है। यही बात।
Transformation in humans' life. We follow religion to transform or change our life, but how does religion change our life? For example, milk turned to curd permanently by adding a bit of curd. Similarly, religion also makes eternal change within a person. It is like parasmony. Parasmony permanently change form of a substance. Iron becomes gold with the touch of parasmony. Likewise, if we add curd into milk, it will change permanently. When life comes to a standstill position, it is considered to be hell. We neither move forward nor do we go backward. We get stuck at a particular point and look for change. We bring change to life by visiting new places. We prefer variety of food rather than grab and dull in order to bring change in our food habits. We bring change in our communications as well. We strive for change every sphere of our life. In spite of these, we still do not feel content, peace, and happy. In fact, the knowledge gained from worldly education only brings materialistic comfort and affluence, but it will never give inner peace and happiness. How can we attain inner peace and happiness? What shall we do to change our mind, intellect, and working capability? In this respect, Guruji narrated the story of transformation of Bhagwan Buddha. Bhagwan Buddha had never gone out of his palace to visit his country people. One day he decided to meet with the people of his country and try to find out their conditions. First, he met with an old man who was crippled and suffering from age related ailments. He was depressed and prayed to God to give release from his distressed condition. Bhagwan Buddha felt, I will also become old one day and have to take the pain of this phase of life. Who can save us from the sufferings of this phase? No one can save us. Because this is life cycle, everyone has to become old at the end of their life. Next, he met with a person who was suffering from some kind of disease. Illness and sickness are also part of life. As long as human body exists, it will be afflicted with ailments and diseases, no matter whether the person is a king or a common man. Everyone will fall sick at some point in their life. Bhagwan Buddha realized that no one can save us from sickness. After that, he saw someone has died. The family of that person was in grief due to the death. Bhagwan Buddha felt, we all have to die one day. No one can stop this process. So, how can we get rid of pain, sufferings, and afflictions of life? How can I, as a king, give peace to my country people? He went further and saw a saint. No sign of grief, pain, sufferings, or affliction was present on the face of the saint. He was just praying to God. He was content and in complete bliss. He realized, if I meditate, I might find solution to these problems and I'll be able to help my people. He went to meditate in an isolated place. But when he went for meditation, his worldly attachments with his mother, wife, and children were creating disturbances. The memories of his near and dear ones were creating obstacles on his path to meditation. He was not able to concentrate. Human beings have attachments of various kinds, like attachment for name, fame, power, and money. Apart from attachments to their own people, Bhagwan Buddha thought, but we have no attachments with the people from our past life. Where we were, we have no memories of that life. He was eager to know about his past life. He did meditation to find the history of his past 7 lives. Bhagwan Buddha realized that he has taken this birth for some work. He will have relation to people of this world as long as it is required. The moment the requirement is complete, the relationship will also come to an end. So if I can forget the relationship of past life, I can do the same in this life as well. I should do my work without any attachment to my own people. I should perform all my duties but should remain detached from them. They should not influence me in any way. One way to get rid of pain and sufferings is to reduce our attachments. Guruji narrated another story. Once there was a death in the family of a person. The person was in grief and pain. A priest came to his house and consoled him that birth and death are part of life. Happiness and sadness are two sides of a coin. We cannot stop them. Rather, we should accept these situations. The person understood and had peace of mind. After some days, the priest had lost somebody in his own family. Now he was depressed. The same person came to him and said, "Why are you crying as you know the mystery of life?" The priest said, "I told those things to console you. The reality is after having knowledge. I still have attachments with my own people. Because of this attachment, I am in grief." The essence is we should work without attachment. Attachment is always the cause of pain. Irony is no matter how hard we try, we still get attached to worldly relations and materials. Next is the example of Valmiki, who wrote Ramayana. Valmiki was a dacoit Ratnakar who used to rob people to feed his own family. One day he caught Naradji and Brahmaji, who were going somewhere. He caught them to loot. Both of them said, "You are doing a sin, a dishonest work. Who will bear the fruit of your actions?" Ratnakar said, "My entire family will bear the consequence of my actions as I am doing it for them." Naradji said, "You go and ask the same question to your family members." Ratnakar first went to his father and asked, "Will you bear the fruit of the work I do?" Father said, "I did your upbringing, so I'll get the fruit of that actions. Now I have grown old and completely dependent on you. So how can I bear the fruit of work that you perform?" Next he went to his mother and asked the same question. Mother said, "You will always be indebted to me as I have brought you to this world, so I'll never be the part of the fruit of your action." He then went to his wife. Wife said, "I had taken an oath during our marriage I'll be equally responsible for all the type of work that you perform except your earning. I will not be responsible for the job you do to take care of my living. It is your responsibility to take care of my life and also to bear the fruit of that action." At last he went to his children. Children said, "We are very young and dependent on you. How can we take the responsibility of your actions?" He realized that nobody is ready to take the responsibility of the job he has done so far for them. He solely is responsible. The moment he got this insight, he changed. He thought, "I took all the pain and burden to take care of my family, but nobody is ready to support me." He asked Naradji, "How can I purge the sins I have committed so far?" They said, "You chant the Ram mantra." He started chanting the mantra and gradually he changed. From a dacoit, he became Saint Valmiki. This is how religion can make a change in life on an individual forever. Similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had changed the life of many people. First, he had changed himself and then he changed the world. Likewise, Ramakrishna Paramhans had changed the life of many people. This is the impact of religion in one's life. But we do not follow religion. As a result, we do not experience any change in our life. We should observe ourselves while performing any work, whether our intellect is calm and steady, our mind is in peace and get happiness by performing the work. If we experience peace and happiness after performing the work, we should know that God is also happy with our performance and we should try hard to make God happy. For example, when a person drinks, he forgets his own self. He lives in an illusory world and behaves in a weird manner. Similarly, when a person is engrossed completely in God's devotion, he cannot survive without Him. Change occurs in his life, but if he takes God's name just for name's sake, then it has no use. When we sleep at night, we shut off our contact with the world and sleep peacefully. So, when we meditate, why cannot we shut off our thoughts? Why cannot we concentrate at one point and get rid of unnecessary thought processes? It will be possible when the person becomes completely engrossed in meditation. There will be no need to control his thought processes forcefully, it will occur automatically. Likewise, religion is a process to change, it will make permanent change. The way a drop of lemon can change the form of milk for permanent, similarly, if we continuously pray to God, we will definitely experience change. But why do we not experience change in spite of doing puja, chanting, hymn, and meditating? Why are we still in pain, distress, misery, and sadness? We should try to find the reason behind our distressed conditions. One reason is laziness. This makes the intellect blunt and irrational. The mind always remains excited. As a result, the person makes number of mistakes. In order to control the mind, we should calm down. We need to leave this lethargic nature and should work efficiently and think rationally. Our thought process consists of 4 components. We realize these components when we are in pain, grief, and in distressed conditions. First, we become conscious of our conscience, which give rise to our inquisitiveness to know God. This increases our faith and belief on God. This only occurs when the person experiences adverse situations. He realizes that this materialistic world can never give peace. It has been mentioned in the Gita, Anityam Asukham Lokam. This world is always a place of affliction, but still we do not realize the truth and we feel that this world is a place for comfort and happiness. After conscience, we develop faith. Faith should not be weak and we should perform our duties with full dedication and belief. As a whole, our thought process should include conscience, belief, renunciation, and finally peace. Once a person is in peace, he can perform all his activities in an organized manner, or else there will always be restlessness within him. Complete faith and renunciation are very essential to achieve eternal peace. This is the realization of religion which brings change, works for the welfare of an individual, and shows the right path in every situation. This way, religion brings change within an individual and makes his life peaceful and blissful forever.